the world is buzzing about what's going to happen. Kenny Omega said it really well. The world is buzzing. The world is talking about Kenny Omega again now that he's leaning into being the cleaner. All of a sudden, it's not Jon Moxley on the tip of everybody's tongue. It's Kenny Omega. We cannot stop talking about the cleaner and his transformation into the cleaner. And is this going to be the coronation of the cleaner? Are we going to see him champion cleaner? SPD, what was your take? Do you agree with Bonds that this is the biggest moment of the night?
Not only I think this is the biggest moment of the night, but I think this match is the biggest moment we've had in 2020. I mean, this is, like you said on last week, this is the headline of all headlines of matches. I mean, you have two of the best wrestlers currently that are performing week in and week out in the world going head to head on free TV. This is just mind blowing
I
to
don't know
me.
how you don't tune
This
in.
is mind blowing. And like I said last week as well, I wish there was a longer build, but I'm ready for the match. I mean, anything can happen. Anything's going to happen. And I love Kenny is so good with his promos, making it so both guys are so good. They're A+.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's the thing, man.
it's
This
so
is so
tough because
Kenny is well respected for what he does in the ring. Everybody knows he's Mr. 7-star match. He's the man when it comes to best bout machine, as they call him, right? But for him to more than hold his own against Jon Moxley in a promo war, honest to God, man. I mean, Moxley, let's be real. Moxley is, and you and I have talked about this over and over again on Dynamite Download. Moxley can sell a big match unlike anybody in the business. I mean, that guy knows how to get you hooked in emotionally. He's got you. He knows what he's doing. The guy is amazing at it. He's doing the best work of his career. I mean, he's killing it right now. But for Omega to be able to go toe-to-toe with him and to cut these promos, like, this is a side, honestly, as a Kenny Omega fan, I didn't know he had this in him at points. Like, I am so impressed by his ability to transform like this and to be so clear and definitive in the way he's rolling, man. I'm so stoked for next week. Like you said, I mean, this is a moment that will define AEW going into next year, right? This is going to be that match. If you are a fan of professional wrestling, you have to watch this match because the world champion of this company is going to be determined in this match on live television next week for free. How does it get bigger than that? And honestly, you got two guys who are legitimately top 5 guys in the whole world. I mean, and you can rank them however you want, personal preference, I don't care, right? But when it comes to overall guys, when it comes to in-ring ability to have matches with a variety of different talents, right? That's one of my favorite things in an athlete, in a superstar. If you can have a great match with big, small, experienced, rookie, if you can do that, I got a lot of respect for you. And both these guys can do that. They've proven that time and time again. I'm really intrigued by Omega kind of laying out the gauntlet, really kind of calling out Moxley to maybe be more of a professional wrestler. I really liked him leaning into that. It kind of felt like I got Bret Hart vibes coming from him there. I loved that, like, kind of that old school, like, actually beat me in a wrestling match kind of vibe that I got from Kenny.
Yeah, I totally agree. His first cut promo, and how he's just going on and on, how it's just a long year struggling to get back to the best in the world. And then he's threatening and challenging Jon Moxley's, wrestling ability. And then he throws in that my dad could beat your dad up thing. And I loved that part. And then you're like, oh, that's
sure.
Kenny. Like, Kenny is still my pick for the Pretty Platinum right here. It is under the tree ready for Kenny's taking. But it's every time. This happened with Lance Archer. This happened with MJF.
I know.
Every time I'm ready for them to take it from Mox. Mox just reeling me in.
I know. I've been burnt by that so many times.
He's so damn good.
I can't do it. I can't bet against Mox. I can't do it. If I had to put money on it, even though I think Omega is going to win. It's hard to bet against Jon Moxley, man.
It's hard not to get, Moxley's rocking the Violent Gentleman shirt, and so am I. I've had this shirt for many, many years.
I love that.
So, Violent Gentleman, hockey right there. And so it is it'd be very interesting. You know, you're riding this momentum with Kenny. I think you really should into a fresh new year. But you know, we kept having this debate with the last two title defenses, even Eddie Kingston. Like, you know, you're going back and forth, and it's just like it's a 50-50, but I really want Kenny to start this fresh. And then I think you could do one of those Eddie Kingston type of pivots where right away Moxley gets thrown into a feud with whoever attacked him,
Yeah,
and that way he's
absolutely.
still relevant. Um, I think that would be a good thing. I think that's a prediction right there. You know,
That
whoever
makes a lot of
attacked
sense.
Moxley, you know, whether it be a fresh face or someone that, you know, has been kind of silent for a little bit, or even, you know, I don't know, Lance Archer, even who knows what it
I
is,
mean,
but
Moxley going around tonight and kind of looking, getting in
yeah,
Kingston's face. I thought that was a great promo,
yes, that was great.
a little segment that worked really, really well.
Hmm.
I loved that. And again, I love how AEW has these characters remember their history with each other. It's just, it seems like such a simple thing to ask for,
Yep.
but it's so nice to see them actually interacting and remembering the history and actually playing off of that and rewarding us as fans for caring about the product and following these guys. So I loved that little callback to their championship match. Um, that would make a lot of sense for Mox to pivot. And honestly, man, I want to see Moxley versus Omega 3 already, and 2 hasn't even happened yet. So
It's gonna be
don't
great.
rush. Like you said, you wish that you would have seen this play like stretched out a little longer.
Right.
Man, I already am like, I'm already wanting this to go on longer than this. These two have been, it's been such a tease to see them in this program that
Hmm.
I understand where you're coming from. You know, the content is gold. The
Hmm.
content is as good as it gets.
Yep.
And so you don't want it to just be a couple weeks worth of build and then be over with. You
I
want this to
know.
go on for months, right? I get it.